Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Ocarina of Time Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we have just arrived on into where the Fire Temple is going to be happening, and if you guys don't know about what the Fire Temple is all about, well, we have to go and rescue out on these different Gorons that are going to be stuck around in some different places, and each of those different Gorons will have a specialized key that we can be able to go and continue onwards for what this Fire Temple is going to have to offer around over this way. And I know that we still need to be on the lookout for the boss key, and we also still have to be on the lookout on the Megaton Hammer. I believe within this episode we are going to have to go and search for some gold sculptures and get that Megaton Hammer that I do want to go and do within this video. Now, welcome to the second part of what this area is going to be all about. We never really went and head up into the top part here just yet, but there is a breakable type of hole right here, and this is where you can go and find one of the next to many keys. There is also another key as well too, and you can go and find it all the way at the very far end of this place. And I know if you guys kind of hear Navi just like freaking out right now, is that I believe if you go and interact with her, I think she'll just say that, hey, there is a different type of key that you can go and find, and then you can be able to go and just kind of pick that up alongside with you here. But for right now, we're just going to go and hit the switch. Now, mind you, this is not a timer or anything of that, so you can just go and do that at whatever point of your leisure. And I want to say that within here is that we're going to go and pick up with the one, with the one key that we're going to have to do is just go and head on down to where that Goron was at when Navi was kind of freaking out around where that hole was at. And mind you, there is a climbable area that you can just go and always keep on heading back from. And once you do go and head on down into that way, where that ballable hole is going to be, once you actually do go and open up with the switch that's down there to go and help out with the Goron, that will be your fast track back and forth between this area, and you don't really have to go and head back into that annoying particular area any more than it actually has to be, where that one well, if you guys remember, when we went and head on into getting that dungeon map before, where that little cliffside was at, and if you go and take one little leap off, you'll fall into that big huge fire hole that is like underneath from there. Well, we don't really want to have to go through that anymore, so let's just go and click on through here, and we are all good to go. So there we are. Now, you can't go and talk to the Goron if you want to, but I'm pretty certain that he can just go and kind of move away on his own anyways. But yeah, so unfortunately I forgot to go and talk to him. I don't know if he has any type of specialty type of secrets that we do need from him, but it's alright. He's already been rescued. He's already good as it is. And let's just go and keep on moving ahead. Now, within the two videos for today, we are going to have to continue onwards with more of the Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And, oh yeah, and by the way, this could get really annoying too, is that if you guys kind of saw there is a random enemy that kind of likes to spawn up into the particular spot that I have to climb up all the time. So just kind of at least find a different way without having to get yourself completely hit, so that you have to fall all the way back down and do this all over again. But yeah, with the Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, we are going to be heading into a brand new area known as the Golden Grove. That is where there's going to be a whole bunch of new type of creatures to get explored, and hopefully try to at least boost up with some of our guys as well too in the process. So now, since we only have one key so far, there's still going to be another key that we still need to go and grab. So with all that being said in mind, let's just go and, I want to say, hop from this little, very skinny type of platform here, but we're going to have to kind of do that for a little bit. And let's just keep on heading across from here as well. Now, there is a really, this type of enemy right here can be a little bit frustrating. I kind of recommend probably using at least like a bomb, and then also probably just kind of at least stunning him for a little bit. Then you can just at least try to use your sword right after. You can't really go and use any type of arrows as well too, because arrows doesn't really seem like it can go and work all that too much, because it seems like it could just go and basically get absorbed. But no, that's not gonna really work. Oh, well, let's just go and just hop it over here and take care of this guy, no problem. There we go, and just like that, he's all said and done with. There is gonna be a little bit of a mini boss gonna be coming up around here pretty soon. And that one mini boss is going to take us directly right on over towards to the Megaton Hammer puzzle, which it is going to be somewhat of a very tricky puzzle. And I know that there's tons of people that are out here that will always have a very big problem with that one particular section right there, trying to get the Megaton Hammer from before. And I actually did it and pulled it off on my very first attempt, which I'm very happy about. Normally, sometimes I would have to do that at least like 2 different occasions, but no, but the first time was all that, well, was pretty good. Yeah, right there, I was just kind of just making sure that the door is not fake or anything. There is going to be some fake doors that are going to be here. So if you ever went and talked back to that Goron, he did say that during your way, there is going to be some fake doors. And you want to make sure that you don't get yourself hit by any of those fake doors that are going to be around. Most of the fake doors are actually somewhat located in, around in the middle area of this place. So you don't really have to go out of your way and worry about all that too much. There is also one door that we do want to go and pick up, and that's going to have to be done with the compass here. There's going to be some movable boulders again, and more of these annoying fire cubes are just going to be starting to show up all the way around over here. So head on through this door, and there should be a nice good little chest right here for the compass to be found. There we go. Yeah, so it seems like the compass is a little bit more further away from the dungeon map here, but you know what? At least we found it, and we're all good to go. And then after a little bit of some time, since you guys don't have to see me have to go through that whole entire maze again, there is another door. This will actually lead us into where this Goron is going to be. Now, just a reminder is that you can actually go and find a Song of Time block that's going to be around here, and you go and play that, and it will take you directly up into the next floor. Now, I believe if you go and head on out from one of the certain doors that are here, it will completely trap you in, and the only way to get back into that certain area around here is by having the use of the Megaton Hammer. So if you do go and open up that door that is just right around into the front of us there, you won't be able to go return back into this way unless if you have to kind of go through the annoying maze once again. But yeah, so this is where the switches are now going to be a little bit different compared to the other ones that we see from before. So if we do go and interact with this, Navi will just go and say that it's completely rusted out. So that means Megaton Hammer that we need to go and pick up with. So here is the other part of the maze, and this is where we now do have to go and find a way to turn off that fire there so that we can go about with the mini boss that is going to happen as well too. And let's go ahead and do so. Yeah, just make sure to get all of those annoying keys out of the way so that they won't, well, if they don't have to, try to set you on fire or anything. But yeah, there it is right there. Just have to be very careful for the fire. Yeah, and unfortunately as well too, you can't always judge exactly where those fire is going to be coming from. But anyways, there it is. Alright, yeah. Unfortunately, this whole entire part right here will just completely encase you with the fire there, so you won't even have enough time to even reach all the way into that area just yet. Okay, so there we go. So now we can go and do it again. Yeah, just keep on heading right through the middle and you should be fine. There we go. Now we made it through. But now, as you guys are going to probably see, is that whole area is all encased around with fire now, and we may probably have no other type of way of heading back. But there is a way that we can go and head back from, and that is where we have to use the elevator after this mini boss is done. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to use up a little bit of my fairies, but that's okay. We can always go and find other fairies back over at the very beginning of the entrance, which we are gonna have to go and head back into with, because that is gonna be a little bit of a backtracking way. Yeah, and just make sure that that door gets completely destroyed, because those are some fake doors there. That's not the actual real door. And here we go, and now we got the boss battle with this guy. Yeah, now this guy is going to be like one of these fire dancer dudes, so you want to be a little bit careful where they're going to be showing up from. Now, you want to make sure that the hook shot is going to be the one thing to go and help you out with, because, I don't think anything else can really be able to help out around within this type of way. Oh, but yeah, this guy is really annoying. It's like, once you go and actually, pull away, for one of his body parts here, and this guy starts running around, he runs like a wild person out here. So just make sure that you go and at least, give him a whole bunch of hits as best as you can, and he should at least disappear. I think there is a second time where we do have to go and fight those guys again. And I think I know exactly what we have to go and do, I think, during that time anyways. But, well, I think that's for when we start heading back to the beginning of the entrance again. So yeah, so we can't even go and head back from that way anymore. But I'm going to see if there's any extra other type of hearts that we could go and find. It looks like there's not going to be anything there. But let's just go and use this elevator and it will take us right to the next type of spot. And this is where the Megaton Hammer is going to finally be. Now this area, during the time that I was playing here, was that I was thinking, well, we're almost close to the area anyways, but there's a certain type of spot that almost kind of feels a little bit similar to this way, where the Megaton Hammer is going to be, and I thought that there was going to be that Skulltula there, and unfortunately, it was not here in this particular type of spot. But you guys will have to see that at the very later bit of the end of the episode that's here, though. Yep, and we got another one of these type of fire ones again. So just make sure that you go as super fast around within there. You should be able to just clear through that, no problem. Alright, but here we are. So now this is where the Megaton puzzle is going to begin. Now there's two different pathways, but the one pathway that you want to go and take is actually the one that is the super skinny pathway. That one is going to be the one that will make sure that you can clear through it. Now this part can get very hectic because if you kind of misplace on one of your steps, you will have to fall all the way back down, I think, to the spot where that hub center room was at, back over at that maze area. So you don't want to have to go through that. But I was really lucky around here and I was able to quickly get around through this whole entire part. Just on my first attempt, and look at that. Already went and picked up with the Megaton Hammer. We are all good to go. I thought at least for sure I was going to slip off the side at least once out here. But no, we got it. The Megaton Hammer is finally in our disposal now. But now we have to go and head all the way back to the very beginning of this way. And now I believe there was that one of those type of happy faces there. We kind of went and saw one of those with like the one of the blocks that was happening from our time. So here's the other way. Now this way you won't be able to reach all the way over to that chest because with all the times they have to like keep on like jumping up and down from all the different ledges, you're not going to be able to make it on time. Now this spot, I was thinking that, hey, I think there is a gold Skulltula around over here, because I think there was, but frankly, there is not going to be a gold Skulltula here. And even though that this boulder is going to go and move back to its own destination from here, there's still really nothing to even be said about with a gold Skulltula, so doesn't really matter. Let's just go and reach back to the very beginning, and we'll figure out where else that we could go from. And I think we're just almost about to be there soon. Yep, there it is. There's the happy face block there. So just make sure that any type of time that you see these type of blocks is just make sure that you use the Megaton Hammer and smash on the ground, and that will help you out in no time. There we go, and it will drop us down here. And now this is where we can go and finally hit these totem guys here as well too. We will be seeing those back at the very beginning of the entrance to go and figure out what we need to do with that. Oh, now this part could get a little bit annoying too, and unfortunately I didn't realize, but I know that there is going to be some of those crates. You don't really want to go and break those crates, or else you have to go and reset the whole entire area all over again. But there is like a switch that you do have to go and use. There's like a blue one that you have to go and basically put down so that you could be able to head on out from that one particular way from here. Yeah, I wish I should have never went and did that. But let's just go and hit the switch that is here. Now we'll go and launch down on some staircases and lead us into the next door. Yeah, so there it is, and there's the blue switch. We should already know like how these blue switches are all about. They won't be able to help us out all that much because it's going to lock the door right back up. Yep, and just like that, no other way for us to go. I just have to go and reset the whole entire stage again. Ah. Yeah, and those keys are back. Yeah, even though I thought I already would have destroyed these guys, I guess there's still a little bit more for them left to be around over here. Yeah, and this one was just being a real pain in the neck, man. Even though that I tried using my hook shot, it just did not really work, and then also tried to use the arrows, this man is still flying around. Yeah, you know what, it doesn't really matter to me. So what do we got for time? We only just got ourselves with just around 4 minutes left of the episode. Now, this episode could have actually went and been a little bit longer, but you know what? It was good enough for me to just kind of whittle everything down because I did want to have to go and show you guys where the gold sculptures were going to be. So I want to make sure that you guys will be able to see those as well, too. But here we are. We're back around with this once again, and we'll kind of have to injure ourselves a little bit for it, but it's all good. At least we get ourselves with an extra heart, though, beforehand. Alright, so on our way down here to the bottom part, and figure out where this way is going to take us into with here. And just kind of like how it happened before back in the Jabu Jabu area, just make sure to go and place that crate right down there. Yeah. Now, this way is that if we go and do something like this, you hit with the Megaton Hammer here, this should at least now bring us right back to that main hub center maze room again. So we're finally here into this way now. And don't forget that we also do have the Megaton Hammer, so we will be able to open up with the switch down there. And we're right back down to where that Goron is. And let's make sure to go and pick up with that key as well too. And there we go. And I think this time around I will be able to go and talk to the Goron. So you're free, buddy. Yes, so you're all good to go, and here's a secret for saving me. So a door is hidden inside of the statue at the entrance of the temple. Ah, well, thank you for that. Alright. So now let's go and grab with that key. And we're all good to go. Alright, now I think here for this part is where I kind of ended off some things, but I wanted to go and kind of just jump right back to one of these beginning type of parts right here. So remember this door that we went and head on into for the last time? I think this was the same type of door that was taking us back to that where that lava room was at, the fire room here. Now, if you have the Scarecrow song, which I actually do have, and if you go and talk back to Pierre back over as Adult Link over at Lake Hylia, you can actually be able to go and speak on over towards to this guy, and from there you can go and use him to actually reach all the way up here to the next part of one of these hookshot spots, and it will actually go and reach you all the way up into another little hidden area right here. And this is where you can find 2 of the different gold sculptures. One is going to be located in the room that we're going to have to go and reach on into with, and then the other one is going to happen where the 300 rupees are going to be located at, and that's where we're going to have to go and pick up with the 300 rupees in our case as well too, in the process here. So while climbing up for a little bit, you should be able to go and see that there is going to be that gold sculpture right there. So we're just going to have to go and grab it beforehand. Now, if you guys don't know, I am going to try my best at trying to grab out on most of these heart pieces as I can. This one's going to probably be a little bit more time consuming than the rest of the other ones because we have to go through all the different dungeons just to find all the different sculptures that we do need. I want to say that there's 5 in total. I think so far this is going to be my 4th one here. So I am missing out on one more. So here is the other one. And we're just going to make sure to grab this guy as well too in the process. And just like that, we got the 4th gold sculpture. So that's all good there. But now there's this random switch. Now, seeing this is that we kind of have to use the hook shot to reach us all the way up to there. There is a hill that's around in this, well, within this way. And we can't really do anything about with it. Yeah, unfortunately, cannot do anything there. And we don't really have a lot of time, so we kind of have to restart that all over again. But here is the 2nd attempt, so let's go and finally see this here. Let's try out the next attempt, and is it going to work this time, hopefully? No, I don't think arrows will actually go and work with that. So now, we're just going to have to go and head all the way up into this one particular spot, and there it is. There is the next of these chests, and this is where we're going to end it off here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, peace.